Super Bowl 44. It is New Orleans' favorite son against New Orleans' favorite team. The hopes of a city will finally go marching in.
Gotta love it, baby. You gotta love this, buddy. Gotta love it. Let's go.
We're in the Super Bowl right now.
You know I can't miss this. There ain't no way I was gonna miss this one.
It hadn't hit me yet. So it hadn't hit me yet. These young cats have no clue.
No, they don't.
No clue.
They do not understand.
Spoiled.
Okay.
They think it's like this every year, huh? Spoiled.
It was destiny versus dynasty. And in their first Super Bowl, the Saints knew that fortune favors the bold.
We've been special all season long. We smell great here. Let's go. Tonight, it's time to finish strong and hold up this trophy for this group, for our city. Let's go, baby.
This is our year. This is our game. And tonight will be our night.
We went over the stuff you went over.
Yeah, the onside kick's an easy one. It's just a, just a down, across the line of scrimmage, to the side. So there's no gray.
Okay. And you're set up all right.
Yeah, normal setup, just normal to get off, and instead of kicking off, we just kick it left.
Okay.
Excited for you. Let's win this thing, huh? Have some fun.
I gotta pee.
We are ready to go. Foot to the ball, we're underway. It tumbles out of the night to the 3-yard line to Roby. He's back to the 20, running near sideline and tripped up around the 22-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Give me 11. 11, Drew. 11. Ball security now. Here we go. Be smart. Let's go.
The Saints were aggressive right from the start of Super Bowl 44.
Breeze calls for the football. Well protected this time. Throwing downfield and looking for Meacham. And it's overthrown at the 35-yard line. So it's a 3-and-out for the Saints.
Best release. Don't go outside. Slip them.
Hey, keep that pressure up the middle. He nervous. He can't even see over y'all. Hey, he can't see over y'all. Keep it up over the middle.
The Colts were more patient. They moved 53 yards in 11 plays on their opening drive before being forced to settle for a field goal.
All right, good job, D.
Hey, listen up. Great job making them kick a field goal. You do that all night long, we'll be fine, because you know we're going to score some points. All right?
New Orleans didn't score in the first quarter.
Thomas Morstead comes on to punt it away for a second time. Looks up in the sky and lets it hit at the 5, and the Saints are going to cover it up. Great punt.
Protect this field position now, Greg. This is huge. It's good.
The Saints had Indianapolis pinned at their own 4-yard line. But distance doesn't daunt the Colts.
First down. Takes the snap, drops back, sets up, pumps, screens it out to Donald Brown. Donald breaks it outside, gets across the 10.
Then just like that, the Colts are out of a hole from their own 4-yard line.
Hey, Viper left! Viper left! Viper left! Viper left!
Several times on the Colts' second drive, Peyton Manning audibled from a pass to a run and attacked the middle of the New Orleans defense.
This is a team that was 32nd and dead last running the football during the regular season. Tackle was missed by Darren Sharper.
When Saints starting cornerback Jabari Greer briefly left with an injury, Manning went right after his replacement.
They're going to throw it down here on Osama Young. Roman better get his ass back.
Peyton takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. He stays in, lost it toward the end zone. Touchdown!
Now we're up 10-0. Got all the momentum going our way.
He beat Osama Young. He beat Roman Harper.
Good job. Good job.
Manning was hot, but New Orleans needed a cool breeze after a stifling first 15 minutes. During the second quarter, Drew Brees was one cool customer as the Saints began to overcome their jitters. The Saints drove to the Colts' 22-yard line, where Dwight Freeney showed off Super Bowl week's most talked about ankle.
Brees takes the snap out of the gun. They break Reggie Bush out. Freeney got to it. He got him. Dwight Freeney. And now Garrett Hartley will have to kick a long field goal.
Hey, get your asses going. Let's go. You got a chip. And stop with the body language. Back up. Hey, back up. Do you hear me?
Hell of a job, Dwight. Hell of a job. That's guts, brother.
And so on will come the NFC Championship game hero, Garrett Hartley. 47-yard attempt, right hash mark, snap, placement, kick is on its way, and it is good. There you go. The Saints are on the scoreboard.
Did you onside kick it here?
Sean Payton decided to keep the surprise onside kick in his back pocket and put his defense on the front burner.
How you doing? How many Super Bowls you done? First one. First one. Me too. How you doing, man? How about throwing us a few? How about throwing us a few? I just got the most smart-ass response from Peyton Manning in my life. What? So what's up, buddy? How about throwing us a few? He goes, yeah, all right.
Scott Fujita couldn't bring down Manning, and Pierre Garçon couldn't bring in a Manning pass in a crucial situation.
It's third down and 3 from the 29. Peyton takes the snap. And there's a lot of people coming. The throw's dropped by Pierre Garçon.
Boy, they brought the blitz. Peyton held it to the last possible second. Delivered a very well-thrown ball right in the middle of the field. Pierre just simply took his eyes off of it.
The Colts, wasting a sure first down, allowed the Saints to get back on the attack. They would control the second quarter by running 26 offensive plays to just 6 for Indianapolis. New Orleans had a chance to tie the score after marching 71 yards to the Colts' 1-yard line.
Mike Bell's just got to, listen, he can't put his foot in the ground and cut up on this thing.
Third and goal from the 1-yard line. Shockey comes in motion left to right. Handoff Bell, right side, he slips down and is going to lose about a yard on the play. So that footing becoming a little bit more precarious, and the Saints offense staying right out there.
What kind of shoes you got on? Yeah, that figures.
Put on the cleats.
Brett, he needs to be in screw-ins. He needs to be in screw-ins. That's my fault. You got the wrong shoe on. I'm thinking base inferno. I don't know how you like that.
That's fine, Coach.
You love it?
I love it.
All right. Pierre Thomas, Drew, Pierre Thomas.
Fourth and goal from just outside the 1-yard line. Brees up under center. Hands it off Pierre Thomas. Thomas is going to be taken down for a loss of about a yard on the play. This Colts defense has great speed.
By running outside, the Saints played right into the hands of the fleet Indianapolis defense. But when the Colts took over on downs, they were uncharacteristically conservative, running 3 straight times. The result was that their second possession of the quarter ended like their first possession, 3 and out.
It's not going to be a first down. It's going to be a little bit short.
The Saints got the ball back at midfield with 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Breeze completed 2 passes to Devery Henderson to move New Orleans into field goal range.
Be smart here, Drew. We got a timeout to use, all right? So we're in field goal position right now.
After their final play from scrimmage fizzled, it was left to Garrett Hartley to close the first half by attempting to narrow the gap.
Kyle snaps it. Brunell puts it down. Hartley has it on its way, and it is good.
There we go. Let's go. Yep. 30 more minutes.
Final play of the first half. The Saints had their second field goal, and after 30 minutes of football, it's the Colts 10 and the Saints 6.
Minutes after the Who finished playing Won't Get Fooled Again, the Saints attempted to fool the Colts with the gutsy call Sean Payton had been saving.
Do you like the call, Aaron? All right. You love it? We got to recover the onside kick, boys.
So the Saints will kick it away, beginning the second half.
Here's the kickoff, and it's an onside kick, and the Colts had it, lost it, and the Saints, I think, have it. There's a big pileup. We'll see.
We think Chris Reese is the man who recovered it.
It was.
New Orleans' Chris Reese did recover the onside kick, but only after surviving one of the biggest scrums in Super Bowl history.
The Saints try to pull off the onside kick to begin the second half, and still no indication.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
They're still fighting for it. No indication as yet. And some hostilities break out.
Hey, this can't happen. We had the ball. Blue ball. White ball. White ball. White ball. White ball.
There's the first indication.
White ball. Hell yeah. Good ball.
We got it. See ya. Get on out of here.
First down right here.
Next set.
Just underway, third quarter. Saints trail 10-6. Saints marching.
The Saints' first drive was powered by Pierre Thomas and Drew Brees.
The Saints are really picking the Colts apart on this drive. The Colts just can't stop them at all.
Drew's in the zone, man. He's shaking it out. He's shaking it out.
We got the look we want.
It might be a touchdown. I'm going to just go out on the limb and call it a touchdown.
First and 10 Saints from the 16-yard line of the Colts. Play action. Breeze sets up the screen. Pierre Thomas. Thomas still on his feet. Down to the 5. Makes the move. He's going to score. 16 yards.
It will not be denied.
The Saints on top 13-10.
Pierre Thomas has just got some desire when he carries the football. Breaks a tackle there, breaks a tackle there, breaks another tackle, keeps those legs moving. He's got tremendous balance, and he's just got so much desire.
Pierre Thomas puts the Saints in the end zone for the first time tonight and puts them in the lead for the first time after they were down 10-0 in the first quarter.
And this game has swung entirely to the New Orleans Saints.
It was a hell of a cut.
Yeah, I was trying to bring the mic in the hole because I seen that cutback all the way back.
The Colts responded as Peyton Manning honed in on his favorite target.
Can't let Dallas Clark beat us on defense.
Peyton takes a low snap, rolls to his right. He throws it downfield. It is caught by Dallas Clark. Takes it to the 20.
Let's not let Clark beat us. Let's stop Clark. Dallas Clark's got 149 yards now. Let's not let their best player beat us. That's a sin.
Many sins can be absolved, but letting Dallas Clark run free over the middle to set up a 1st and goal was more than Sean Payton could forgive.
Dallas Clark had about 3 plays. Make sure Clark's covered.
He'll take the snap. He gives it to Adai, trying to bounce it outside right. Behind
Joseph Adai, Indianapolis bounced back into the lead.
Cuts to the 3, stays on it. Joseph Adai, what a run! Colts recapture the lead.
Better go get the MVP, boy. Way to keep freaking running, baby. That's what we talk about. Way to get after it.
New Orleans countered when Garrett Hartley set a Super Bowl record with his 3rd field goal of over 40 yards.
Has this one on its way, and it is good. He is 3 out of 3 as the Saints pull back within a point of the Colts.
That little bastard's hitting some kicks. Good job. Good job.
As the 4th quarter began, the Colts' attack became more pointed, especially challenging cornerback Tracy Porter.
Watch your hands, Madonna. Watch your hands. Watch your left hands.
Like that.
Using Reggie Wayne to attack Porter, the Colts moved into New Orleans territory. But on 3rd down, on the cusp of field goal range, Manning passed up an underneath throw to Clark and went for it all.
No chance. No chance. Big play. Big play. Good job, man.
Matt Stover came on to try a 51-yard field goal.
No.
The oldest player in Super Bowl history misses it wide to the left and short. Woo. So the Saints continue to trail by just 1.
There we go. Big stop.
Hey, how can you get it any better than this? Being down 1, we got the ball in the Super Bowl. You got to be kidding me. How can you get it any better than this?
Following the Colts' missed field goal, the Saints took over at their own 41.
Big 20, Drew.
Slow it down, Sean.
Big 20.
Get tired?
Big 20. Tell Reggie, ball security now.
The NFL's #1 offense continued to control the ball with a mix of runs and short passes. On his way to tying Tom Brady's Super Bowl record of 32 completions, Drew Brees spread the ball to 8 different receivers. With just under 6 minutes to play, New Orleans was on the verge of regaining the lead.
Saints trailing 17-16.
Throwing it to Shockey here. Fred wide open.
2nd and goal from the 2. Here's the throw to Shockey, and it's a touchdown. Jeremy Shockey in the slot to the right. Gets inside Jacob Lacey. The Saints are back in the end zone on a 2-yard touchdown strike and back in the lead.
And right now, Sean Payton is going for 2 to make this a 7-point ball game.
2. All right, what's the call, Aaron? I want to go goal line.
The Saints lead by 5, going for 2 to increase that lead to 7.
Breeze looks, rolls right, throws. He didn't get it. He did not make it. And incomplete is the call.
So the Saints fail on a 2-point conversion.
Did he get in or not? Did he catch it or not?
It is reviewable. I don't want to coach you anymore.
No, I'm just saying.
Throw it.
Yeah, we got it. I'm going to challenge it. He's crossed the goal line, and then it's kicked out.
He juggled the football, had it on his fingertips. The Colts, Lacey came over and hit it with his foot. Boy, this is a really tough call.
This is a tough one. There's no doubt about that.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had possession of the ball with the ball breaking the plane of the goal line. It's 2-point conversion.
24-17 New Orleans. 5:42 to go.
Trace, let's finish this out, man. Let's finish it.
Let's go. It's what we live for. Let's go now. Let's go. Sack fumble. Sack fumble.
Stars are born. Big-time players make big-time plays.
Now it's going to take a touchdown. But, again, we got Peyton Manning.
Hey, now I eat Oreos faster than you. I can eat Oreos faster than you. I told him the Oreo joke. I told him the Oreo joke. I don't think he liked it.
Typically, when Peyton Manning trails in the fourth quarter, the joke is on his opponents. Manning and the Colts produced 7 come-from-behind wins during the season. Trailing by a touchdown in the final minutes, Manning methodically guided his team into Saints territory. The tying score seemed inevitable.
Third and 5. Don't let them draw us offside, Greg.
A quarterback looking to cement his legacy as perhaps the greatest of all time. A franchise hoping to erase years of heartache. History hung in the balance.
Colts driving with 3:24 to play in regulation. Manning in the shotgun puts Collie in motion. Looks in his direction. It's picked off! It's picked off! It's Tracy Porter again! He's running free! He's going to go all the way! Hands outstretched! It is a safe touchdown! He did it to Favre, and now he's done it to Manning!
I'm going to tell you what, Tracy Porter knew that route was coming and jumped it. Peyton Manning threw it right to him.
Before Super Bowl 44, Tracy Porter was a little-known second-year cornerback. Now, the Louisiana native will always be remembered for the play that brought the Super Bowl title home to New Orleans. In their first 42 years, the Saints had won just 2 playoff games. This year, they won 3. After years at the bottom, New Orleans was finally on top of the world.
You can hug me. We're a world champion. Hey, let the music play tonight. Let the music play tonight.
The miracle in Miami has happened. The Saints have won the Super Bowl. The Saints as underdogs, which they've been their entire franchise history, able to come through tonight with a valiant effort.
New Orleans will be the Super Bowl champions. They deserve it. They played great. They played better than the Colts did.
Daddy just won the biggest game of his life. What do you think? Did you see all the confetti? Oh, was it fun? Hey! I got it, coach. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love you too. You won the Super Bowl. You did. You won a Super Bowl. So did you. And me. It's unbelievable, huh? Take in the moment, right? It's awesome. Did you get the Gatorade dump here? Yeah. I'm freezing. I'm freezing.
Their names and faces will forever be etched in the hearts of their town. The Saints have ascended to a once unthinkable height. World champions.